One. Okay, we are recording. All right, good stuff. We are recording. Hi guys, how are you doing tonight? Just Fernandez here from NCYE with Lewis Matthew and Paul Omolo. So, you guys introduce yourselves, man. Lewis Matthew, introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Louis. I'm the founder of HQ Media. I'm also a member of NCYE.
Nice. Paul.
Hi guys, I'm currently working as the general manager of Slim Now Kenya. I also do a bit of free work here and there, digital marketing wise, and I'm also a member of NCYE.
Nice. So you guys, welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to hop on. So basically, this is very informal. Just want to talk about what you guys have experienced in business, what you're doing right now, and how you guys are seeing success when it comes to getting new clients or increasing your customer base to get more sales into your business. So let's start with Paul Matthew. Let's start with Lewis Matthew. Let's just start with Lewis Matthew. So Lewis, like how tell us a bit about HQ Media. How long have you guys been in business and what have your experiences been so far?
Well, HQ Media, I remember, started around September 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a bumpy ride. I remember starting out with no work experience. I was new to the industry. So literally everything was new. It's been a big challenge, but I think things have been working out slowly by slowly. I started out with a few clients, a few headshots, 500 shillings. And for some reason, I managed to grow to a bigger clientele and having now the main customer base as international clients. I think that's the briefest I can put this together. So how we started and where we are right now.
Nice. That's perfect. All right. So, Mr. Paulo Molo, a little bit about yourself. You know what you do, what you're doing right now.
Oh wow! So, I guess the best way to start it, we have been in social media marketing for like the past 6 years, I guess. Yeah, 6 years, roughly 5 to 6 years. That was me learning and understanding the field and the business and growing into it. And then I joined NCYE, and I met a couple of great guys who taught me a lot. I was in the process of trying to set up a business, which didn't work out. So I took an opportunity that was offered to me. Hence, now I'm the general manager of Slim Now Kenya. So what we do is we sell products online. Luckily, I have 6 to 5 years of digital marketing experience to call on, which is crucial for that job.
So, what kind of products you guys sell online?
So we sell largely weight loss and body care products with an emphasis on finding products that are organic based. So most of the ingredients are naturally found. We try and avoid anything with chemicals and stuff. I mean, obviously, maybe there's chemical here and there in the processing, but the product itself, when it's presented to you, it's devoid of the chemicals. It's focused on natural ingredients that you can be found and are healthy for you.
Right. The sun, that light is like in the camel's face. Maybe. Yep, that's better.
There you go.
Yeah. So, oh man, that's fantastic. So, Thank you so much for telling us a little bit about yourself, you guys. Right now, I just want to dive into the meat, like dive into it. And everyone wants to know, especially as young entrepreneurs and doing business, everyone is always like, how do you get clients? How do you get consistent clients? How do you get consistent customers to generate consistent sales in our businesses? And the reason why I asked you to come here is because I know that there are things that you guys have been doing that have been working for you. Yeah. So, Paul, just highlight, upon all these years of experience, what were you doing before, and then what are you doing now? Most emphasis on the now that you're really seeing work for you in the company that you're in, as compared to what you're doing before.
Okay. Well, in a nutshell, what I was doing previously was just content creation. So I would create a post and I would put it up, and I would hope somebody would see it or share it to a group, and hopefully that will drive sales. But that was very ineffective, and it wasn't really adding value towards the client at the time.
Mm.
Over the years, I've learned there's a system and a process to digital marketing, starting with attracting your customer and ways of attracting customer, then a process to walk them through once you have their attention, and then to a system that like submission that gives the product or a service that they're looking for. So what we do now largely is start with the attraction. That's advertising, social media advertising, Google advertising, content creation, third-party content backlinks, just to get that source of information, that source of attention, and then we drive that to a landing page that pushes a sale through. Once we have that sale done, then it's now back to retargeting and satisfying the customer.
So let me ask you this. From the time you joined the company until now, has there been an increase of sales, yes or no? And then what have you done to see that increase in sales?
Okay, so my first month of the company, we had about I'm going to say close to 250. It was more around 200,000 in sale for a whole month. Second month jumped up to about 500,000 in sale.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so that first month of us trying to understand who our audience is, because you can't really push a product when you don't know how to talk to your audience. With social media, whoever you're talking to has a particular way they want to be spoken to. So we had to understand that. And then once we got that down, then we knew, okay, this is the kind of product that they might be interested in. This is the kind of content that they may react to and the likes. So we started pushing a lot of advertisements based on products that one get results really well, really quickly, and was similar to a previous product that we used to have. Then we pushed advertising largely through like messenger ads and specific targeting and specific use of words. So the captioning would be something like, where gym is working, maybe dieting is not working, but here's something that can help you boost or push those results even further. And then highlight the key benefits. This is what you get with this product. It burns fat, it boosts your energy, it suppresses your hunger. And that was quickly followed up with testimonials and stuff. And then we had a couple of freebies. You always have to give value on top of value on top of value. So
yeah, bait.
Yeah, so somebody would have. There's a day we set up free sample, which was kind of a mistake because we didn't set a limit to the samples. So we ran out of free samples in like 2 hours, and then everyone was calling and asking for their sample, and I was like, oh God, what have we done? So it was an interesting day. We went over budget for the samples, but
Yeah.
again, clients got their value, and we have happy
Mm.
customers, and that's what's important. Yeah,
So
we'll recover.
let me ask you this. You said something really important about targeting your right customer and knowing how to communicate with them. And you talked about ads, you've talked about retargeting, but what are you using to run ads right now?
Largely, right now, most of our ads are on social media. Actually, all our ads are on Facebook
Facebook,
and Instagram.
Facebook and
Um,
Instagram.
yeah,
Okay. So what has
Facebook and
contributed?
Instagram.
So what has contributed largely to the increase in sales? Has it been Facebook or more of Instagram ads?
More Facebook
More
ads.
Facebook. Mm.
Instagram, the ads haven't returned what I was expecting them to. In fact,
Mm-hmm.
what we're getting from Instagram is a lot of residual organic growth. So somebody will see
Mm.
the ad and have a conversation with somebody somewhere or make a comment. Then that will trickle into an inbox, a DM question, or a comment.
Mm-hmm.
But while those are organic and have better value,
Mm-hmm.
the stream has really come through Facebook. Facebook has seen the most activity within the last month.
Right, right. So not to you
So
don't
that's
have to.
direct result.
Man, that's crazy. I mean, yeah, Facebook is powerful, and I don't think people realize how powerful Facebook actually is. But if you could just specify
Mm.
just a bit more, when it comes to you running your ads on Facebook, what kind of ads are you running? Um, and then yeah, we don't have to get into targeting right now, but you can just briefly, what kind of ads have you been running, and like you said, you jumped from 200 to 500K, which is over 50% increase in sales in 1 month, which is really good, which is really good.
Mm.
So, what kind of ads have you been running that you've seen has been working for you guys?
Well, it depends on the stage at which you're trying to reach, or which, let me say, the level of the customer you're reaching. If the customer is brand new, like getting, this is the first time they're interacting with the brand,
Hmm.
then the kind of ad that you're doing is largely an awareness ad. So you do like a brand awareness ad or a reach ad, something that will show your content or your introductory piece of content to as many people and get them attracted. And then the ones who are curious will follow. The ones who are not, so you filtered out the ones who are not going likely to buy and so forth. Then the ones who pay attention now, you retarget. So let's say you had a video, you had a piece of content that was a video, and then just in particular because they have an interest. So let's say these people watched between 10 seconds, 10 to 30 seconds of the video. Um, that's a lot. Somebody who spent 10 seconds on your video when social media attention span is like 3 seconds long.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time. That's like a lot of time they dedicated to you. So you target people who've watched more than 10 seconds, um, and now send them something that says, hey, did you know this product has A, B, and C? Or you tell them, did you know that the price of this product is so on and so forth, and
Hmm.
this is the value we bring for you, and so on and so forth.
Hmm.
Now at that point, retargeting ads is just basically seeing what audience you already have
Hmm.
and going back. So you could do a traffic ad from that. You could do maybe a conversion ad if you're driving them to your website.
Hmm.
Um, and once you go from there, now it's just to satisfy the customer. Do they have the product? Have they tried it? Have they sampled? Did they buy the full bottle? So follow up, that kind of thing.
Right, right.
Well,
That's
And the golden, the one that's giving us the best results, I would say, is messenger ads. Because
mm,
when you have an existing core audience,
mm-hmm,
they know you and they're used to communicating with you. So messenger ads allow somebody to have a simulated one-on-one experience with you.
mm-hmm,
It's not the same as email marketing or a phone conversation, but it's the next best thing on digital, and it's easier to have a candid conversation with somebody. Like somebody will tell you, "Hey, I googled this and I'm afraid," and I'm like, "It's fine, we understand. let's discuss why you're afraid. This particular ingredient was an issue in 2014, which has hence been, so you have that open discussion, and you can alleviate the fears. You win some and you lose some, obviously.
Yes.
But that's been the cream of the crop right there.
Wow, man. Amazing.
That's what's giving us the best conversion so far.
Amazing, man. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. I commend you guys from that. And definitely, I mean, as you guys grow, you're definitely going to know your audience much better and better, and have a whole FAQ section and testimonials. So I know you guys by the end of the year will be at 1 million shillings a month, man. Definitely.
Oh man, we are praying. That is definitely the target.
That's definitely the target. Yo, okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Paul. Now it's on to you, Lewis Matthew. I know, Lewis Matthew, you've actually you've I know from the time we've talked, and we for 2 years where we've worked together, you've now been doing online strategies right now that has begun to show you bringing results for you and clients. And I'd just like to just tell us about what you're doing online, for clients to now get in touch with you, find you, and how has that helped increase your clientele base?
Well, I haven't really done much.
Yeah.
I think even before I started doing online, the first notion I used to think was, in your industry, all you need is to have quality work, nice cameras, nice photos, put online, people follow you around. Well, that was not the case. I spent 1 year, 2 years, 3rd year, and I'm doing the same thing and it's not working.
Yeah.
And I think the first time Josh told me about SEO, I remember I really didn't know what it meant. I tried outsourcing for it. That thing was damn expensive. So I think what I did was I learned how to check other sites and what they're doing online. So what I did was I really didn't know how SEO worked. So what I did was I watched my competitors. I see where they posted themselves. That's why I put myself. I installed, I think there's a plugin called Yoast. Yoast, yeah, I used Yoast for a while. I learned how to pick the keywords. I learned how to put those words everyone is searching for. I learned how to use Google Trends. I started monitoring my analytics. So I tried posting this time a different keyword as my title, and I go to my analytics. I see the change in the results, and I tried that one time and time. I spent a whole year figuring out how that was. I reached a point where I shut down my business, and I was like, "What is this SEO thing everyone is talking about?" And because everyone had success stories towards it, and the trying and changing the titles, the keywords, the descriptions, watching what people live online, putting myself where others are. Just that small thing, doing that small thing. Because I remember before my revenue for 3 years, I used to make between 2,000 shillings to 120,000. That was my range. And I used to hear people saying, I've made 1 million this month, and I'm like, wait, you're an entrepreneur making 1 million? How? Well, this year specifically, when I began doing SEO, when I after a while I began seeing results, and the people contacting me increased. I grew from around 3 to 10 people contacting your website to 50 to 100 people contacting.
Yeah.
And I somehow managed to grow my revenue from around 50,000, 10,000 to around now 300,000, 400,000 per month. And I think that's it.
And that's all coming from SEO, basically, that really changed your business.
SEO.
And what
SEO.
and if I was to ask you this, what are the kind of quality of clients that you receive from the inquiries you get from your SEO results as compared to before, where you're going out and searching and giving proposals and approaching clients and going door to door to the offices? What's the kind of quality that you're getting? What kind of quality clients are you getting right now?
I say it's the kind. I wouldn't give a figure to the client, but I say it's the kind of client every business wants. Before I started doing SEO, I remember I used to get 30,000 shilling clients, and that's your best client. As in, you're excited. Someone asked for 50,000, you're excited.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember at some point, a client, my first SEO client, called me, and they're like, we know our budget is small, and the budget was 120,000.
Wow.
The next one, 200,000. Another one, 400. So yeah, like I would say, the clientele has massively changed. Like it's one client that came from SEO covers like 5 clients that come from the native marketing techniques.
Let me call you back. I'm actually on the meeting right now. Okay.
Madi, are you on another call?
I'm very busy.
Madi is very busy when he's very busy.
Don't stop. But I was kind of listening to you from afar. But yeah, man, I mean, many people don't know the power of online these days, and many people are still doing this to a Kali kind of business. And even like what Lewis Matthew have said in my own business, whenever I do ads, whenever I do SEO basically gets you in front of the right people at the right time, right? And that's why that's why I know Lewis Matthew is saying that, hey, you know what, you hardly have to sell, right? Have you realized that, Lewis, that you hardly have to sell the person who calls you?
I don't have to convince anyone. They call you closing the deal. Literally, they call you, say, this is my budget.
Exactly.
When are you available?
exactly man. So it's just and that's just something that's just amazing, because people don't realize the power of online right now, especially the way it's going. I mean, this guy, I mean, from 200 to 500k, you from 30k to 400k. You know, that's
Man, that's the insane growth.
that's only because, you know, he took the initiative to learn this thing and to learn SEO. I didn't even know he was learning SEO. You know, I mean, the things that I'm seeing on his site, and I'm so impressed. I was like, wow, man, I hardly have any comments about your site, first of all, right? In terms of the layout, in terms of how it's selling me, because your site is your online sales representative. And people don't know, as soon as someone comments to your site, you know, if your site isn't selling for you, right? If your site isn't answering all the questions that your web visitor has in their minds, then they're going to leave, right? Or they're not going to be convinced that enough that you're the right person for them to give you a call and say, hey, let's do this. And Lewis Matthew, you're correct, man, because even I would say right now, my biggest client actually came from a call saying that, hey, we were looking for animation in Kenya online. We got you. Anything, you know, video advertising, video animation, we have it. You know, video marketing, we're there. You know, and as long as you know that, hey, SEO, the good thing about it is that it takes time, but once it hits, it really hits, and it's organic growth from there, right? So you guys, unless you have anything to add, man, I think this has been an extremely valuable call. I mean, I think we should just sell this for I don't know how much I'll sell this for, probably like for 10k, because I'm telling you, I've attended events upon events. You pay 2k, you pay 1k, you pay 3k, you pay 5k, right? You have Vishal coming, you have this guy coming, but nothing, right? Like this content and what we've just talked about right here. Nothing like this. It's just that, oh, you know, when I was a child, I grew up, I read a book, and now I'm successful. Okay.
Oh, you finished?
Yeah, I've finished.
That was
So
abrupt.
I have a question.
yeah,
Um, I just want to ask Paul,
Yep.
actually,
and Josh. Mhm.
yeah.
Like there is social media and SEO. Are those two different things, or do they play in the same ground? Because social media sounds easy, but it's another it's another
They
complicated thing.
basically think of it as one spoke in the same wheel. The whole thing is digital marketing. Social media is just one aspect. SEO is another aspect. But SEO works particularly well when your entire when you're driving all your leads through your website, right? However, you can also increase your leads via Facebook and Instagram, and that's when now you think about social media marketing. It's not very different
Oh,
from SEO. That it's just now you have to think about creating content and think of it this way. Let me summarize it in this way. With social media, kind of like SEO, you have to think about who you're trying to reach, right?
mm-hmm.
However, in the difference comes in that now you have to speak to them in a particular way every day, and you have to present them at the right time with what they want. You have 3 seconds to capture
Mm-hmm.
their attention, and then you tell them, hey, you're looking to lose weight. I know you're
Mm-hmm.
not really wanting to go to the gym right now, but what if you eat right, drink a lot of water, and take this? So here's my solution.
Okay.
Then now you communicate
Uh,
like that. With SEO, you'd probably be doing the keyword planning, setting up your keywords on the website and making sure your copy is right, and then you let the traffic do the rest. So it's a little more active, but it's the same thing.
mm-hmm.
It will, in your case, like in your case right now, if you did SEO as well as social media, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like you could increase your 400 to at least 600.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
I'm
and
interested.
I'm actually Paul could not have said it better. Only thing I'll have to add to that is that SEO is long term organic growth,
Yeah, yeah,
whereas paid social media, right? Paid is you can begin to see results today. In fact, you can begin to see results in the next 5 minutes, right?
very minimal.
But it also depends. Right now in Kenya, Facebook is what you call an auction site, right?
Mm,
So if I'm
mm,
entering any new market as a business person, right, its
Mm-hmm.
market penetration usually comes at price sensitivity. So you price low, right, to get into
Mm-hmm.
the market and to get aware. So that's what Facebook is doing right now. I was doing an ad and I looked at South Africa, right? For $5 a day, I'm getting a minimum reach of 380 in South Africa, right?
mm,
Kenya, it's about 1,600. Nigeria,
mm.
it's about 1,500. Like, it's crazy. That's so Facebook is basically trying to open up the market in Kenya. They want to let you know that, hey, you know what? Facebook advertising works, and you don't need to be some sort of genius to be able to use it, right?
Yeah, I mean the
Yeah.
costs are so ridiculous right now. I did a page like ad, which is when you pay
Mm-hmm.
Facebook to find followers for your page, and I set it for $2 a day and just let it run for a number of days. And within 2 3 days, I had 500 new followers. Those 500 new followers are now going to look at content and maybe look at a video. For example, you notice a video that wasn't getting any organic reach suddenly shot up from 300
Mm-hmm.
views to 400 views. You now have a total of 100 new viewers on that video. Those are new targets you can chase and say, hey, check this out. And it's $2 a day,
Right.
literally.
And
The
mind you,
costs are ridiculous.
but mind you, Paul actually is going to start doing advanced techniques like sales funnels and email marketing, which is going to
Uh,
completely blow his sales out the water, right?
out the
Connecting with his
water.
as in it's just going to be ridiculous. Don't be surprised, if by next year
Yeah.
you hear they're getting 2.5, 3 million a month, even
Uh,
5
I didn't
million,
even
even 5
I didn't
million.
even tell you, Mati. We did a test funnel
Hmm.
for a voucher,
Right.
and in about 2 weeks, I
Hmm.
had like, I think it was like, let's say, 6 people who signed up for the funnel, and out of those six, two
Hmm.
were from the office. So we shut it down. We're like, okay, let's stop driving traffic there and let it just sit and see what happens. And within the next week, on the third week, as soon as we stopped, like literally the week after we stopped, that whole funnel jumped to 14 people. So we got a whole extra 8 people out of nowhere. And one of them walks into the office like, "Hey, I have the voucher. Where can I use it?" And we're like, "Hi." We actually stopped that. Like, but I have it. It's here. What do I do now? So like, these things work.
They do.
You may not see them work immediately, but they work, and you just have to be patient, and you have to keep. The thing that Maddie taught me was test again. And when you think
Mm.
you haven't gotten the good results you want,
Test.
test again. When you think you got the best result that you want, test again,
Right.
because it's never enough. And even when you get 500K in sales, you want to get better. So what
Yeah.
did we do right? What did we do wrong? How do we get better?
So, you guys, thank you so much for coming on board. We're going to end this meeting right now. It's been an honor having you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedules, to share your knowledge, with other entrepreneurs, man. So, really appreciate it. And you guys have a good evening.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
for
so
having
much.
us. Congratulations, Louis.
Oh,